Welcome back to my channel. This is Pashpika, the channel where we talk a lot about financing, money, NFTs and crypto. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the tax season because tax season is coming. Yes, like the 2022 is about to end soon and we are beginning to the January of 2023 and they're going to be starting with the tax and paying the taxes and all that stuff. So they're going to be a deadline depending on whatever entity you're having, whether it's an LLC or S corp, C corp, or if you're an individual. Depending on that, obviously the tax stuff will gonna be different, but I'm gonna be sharing some tips. Hopefully it will going to help you pay your taxes on time and don't lash out at the end and get the things in order. So without further ado, let's dive in. Before go pa, consider clicking like button, guys, and also consider subscribing if you are interested in more such videos on these topics. Also, guys, we have a finance planner bundle. That's a PDF bundle that will going to help you plan your finances, your taxes, your income, your debt. Everything is there. It's a PDF download. The link is in description box below. You can use it as a workbook and fill it out your information to maintain and keep your money in a good shape. Also, you can visit our website www.globodivine.com for cool more information, for blog articles, a lot more. All the links are in description box below. Anyway, guys, let's talk about the tax season because this is one of the more freaking season at the end of when we see the year is ending and we are actually seeing that the holiday season are about to go over and we need to prep for our finances, for tax season and all that stuff. And I know since I'm also prepping for my tax season for my LLC, so I'm also kind of like a freaking out, not that much, but still I could relate to it. So I'm gonna share some tips. First thing first, like this will going to be applicable to not just this particular tax season, it's gonna be applicable for any other tax season in the couple of years. First thing first, in the December, when you see the December is about to end, get ready for tax. Yes, sooner you prepare the stuff, the faster you're gonna be able to pay your taxes on time, and also you won't freak out at the end. So it's best to start planning for your taxes in the late December. Obviously you're gonna be in a holiday mood and you won't feel like, so you could very well hire an accountant, a tax consultant, or an expert in this area to help you with your bookkeeping and auditing and all that stuff. So start with the late December so that you'll be able to pay your taxes on time. That was the first tip. The second tip I have for you is don't wait for deadline. Yes, the deadline is in the April. Now, depending on whichever country you are living, the things will gonna be vary. For some of them, it would be April. For some of them, it would be March, June, July, whatever it is. I would highly recommend you to don't wait till the deadline. Start prepping right now. I already covered this tip in the first tip is to actually start in the late December and you could progress till the January, and at the end of the January you are done with the tax stuff, all the stuff in the corner, and now you are ready to pay the taxes when you get the form and start with that stuff, because this thing will really going to help you not pay too much money at the end, because when at the end we are freaking out we have to pay the taxes on time, if not then you have a huge penalty. So the people actually freak out and they pay a lot of the money to accountant and consultant just for sake of getting their taxes done on time. So do it beforehand. Even if you are not hiring someone, get it done by yourself. Do a Google research, find the necessary resources that you need for that, because nowadays we have social media, we have online stuff, blog articles, a lot more content out there that you could very well utilize for getting more knowledge about the taxes. What I have for you is hire someone if you can't do your taxes by yourself. It's really recommended. I tell you to hire someone in the beginning itself, not at the end when you have to pay the taxes, so that you could have your big bookkeeping stuff and your audit in place. Because if you are a bigger company, you're making thousands of dollars, if not hundreds or millions of dollars, then obviously you're gonna need an accountant to place all the bookkeeping stuff, all the audit in place. So hire someone. There are so many companies out there who are actually providing their online tax consultant services, or hiring someone as a freelancer or hiring someone as a full-time, depending on how big your company is, how much expenses is there, and all that stuff. Depending on that, you can see hire for some hours, for a day or so. Tip I have for you, take the help of the necessary apps and software. Personally, I use the ink file. Now this video is not sponsored by the ink file, but I think that the ink file platform is quite simple and easy to do it. I also actually register my company with the ink file, so personally I like that. Like, they have all the facility available in the online space. You don't have to rush to the offline space in the accountant office or meet the accountant in person to get your taxes done. No, everything is just online. You're gonna talk to a consultant, they're gonna do your stuff, or hire freelancing, that they're actually helping you connecting with the right consultant for your own company, depending on how big your small entity is. Whatever entity is, like, they have a different sections, whether you are an LLC, S corp, C corp, or non-profit organization, or NGO, whatever it is, whatever different kind of a business entity you are having, the forms will gonna vary for the taxes. So they are having, depending on your own business entity, they are having the different slabs or different stuffs, and then you could very well choose depending on your own specific business entity and your own taxes stuff. Personally, I have an LLC, so I'm selecting the LLC in the ink file, and I think that their services are quite reasonable. I don't find it that costly. Plus, I like their customer service. It's a really great. I never had any issue. I register my business with them, so I never had any issue. I find their stuff is very straightforward. Plus, they have a good rapport. Entire research about the tax consulting, the company stuff, and the legal side, and I find that this one is the most trusted resources that I come across. Obviously, it would vary from person to person, from country to country. I'm talking from US point of view. If you're based in Asia, Europe, Australia, Canada, the things will gonna be different. But again, you could do more research. And if you're based in the US, then you can try the ink file. Have for you to check for the IRS website from time to time. They're gonna have the necessary information and resources and updated form from time to time. So check the IRS website if you are based in United States. If you're based in other countries, then your country also going to be having a government tax website, which you can very well see about the tax season, the different forms, the information, the guides, the deadlines, and keep yourself updated, because you have to keep yourself updated, right? And the things obviously varies a lot in 15 days, in fact in a month of the gap. There are going to be new updates, new deadlines, new forms, new guides, new resources, so you have to keep yourself updated. You can't rely solely on some third-party website. No, you have to go over to the government tax website for the necessary information, because that would be legitimate and that would be 100% reliable. So also when I tell you, when you're actually googling for the tax in your own country, don't actually go over to the random third-party website for the information. I would highly recommend you to go to your own government tax website and read the resources from that, because that would be a legitimate, instead of actually going over to the third party, because there are going to be a lot of the fraud on other website. We are not sure, so it's better to go with the government tax website. The tip I have for you is to try to keep your things in manageable tasks. Like, you could use the different resources, softwares, or application. Personally, I use the Google Excel spreadsheet because I find it quite reliable. Sometimes I use the Microsoft Excel spreadsheet as well. I find it more reliable, and I have everything on the place, like depending on the different month, the income, expenses, and everything, plus the savings. So you could very well do that particular record of the stuffs on your computer, on your screen, or you could have on your paper as well. I would recommend you to have on the paper as well and on the computer as well, because what if the computer doesn't work, or what if the file goes corrupt at the end and then you are rushing up? So it's better to actually do the stuff first online or in the screen, and then actually take a printout of it and keep that record on a paper in your file for documentation purpose, and also for your future records. And if something happens to the online, then you have those on the paper, so you're not rushing out. Plus also, you don't need to open your screen, your laptop every single time when you're checking in, because you have everything onto the piece of paper, and it comes very handy. I recommend you to have a safeguard as a paper method along with the online or screen method. So you have both of these in place, whichever one, depending on your country, you could very well fill your taxes stuff with that. Hopefully these tips will going to help you get ready for the tax season and prepare and plan your taxes and pay it on time, and don't have any penalty later on. That's it for this video. If you have any video requests, let me know in the comment section below. I'm gonna be seeing you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye guys.